Hey friend, one question almost every homeowner asks me before selling is what is the difference between the assessed value and market value? So I'm putting this video together for you today. I know Wake County came out with their new assessments not too long ago, so this is pertinent information for those of you who think your market value is actually your assessed value. So we're going to be talking about this today. Y'all know me, Jamie, so let's dive in. Today I'm going to share one of my most asked questions from homeowners. Whether you're thinking of selling or not, I think you'll want to know too. I often hear homeowners say, well, my house is assessed at X amount of dollars, so could I probably list it right around there? And then comes the question, so what is the difference between the assessed value and market value anyways? Now, let me explain the difference. I'll share how to figure out which price you should set the list price of your house to. So let's start with assessed value. The assessed value of your home is used to calculate your property taxes. The value is determined by an assessor of our municipality. So usually the county, right? The assessor comes up with your home value based on recently sold properties nearby, the size and location of your home, and takes into consideration of some potential updates that have been done. So really pulled permits. So if you've done new floors, they're not going to know that you've done new floors. If the house down the street didn't have any updates and yours is updated completely to the nines, there's no way a tax assessor is going to know that because maybe you didn't have permits done to do some work. So those are some things to take into consideration. The assessed value of your home is public knowledge contained in property records. It's actually common for the assessed value to be lower than market value. So it's always important to consult with a professional before listing your home for sale to help you determine what price would be appropriate. You want to make sure you're not underpricing your home because you're only taking the assessed value into consideration. So please be careful. If you're looking to maybe save some money and list your house yourself and do a for sale by owner and list it at your assessed value, you might actually be costing yourself thousands of dollars. So now for market value. The market value of a home is determined by a variety of characteristics. These include location, square footage, lot size, number of bedrooms and bathrooms, the condition and quality of your home, as well as the finishes such as appliances, flooring, and all your kitchen and bath updates, and any other specific home features like fireplaces, swimming pools, fun stuff like that. The market value also takes comparable homes into consideration by looking at what is currently for sale and what is recently sold in your neighborhood. Supply and demand determine whether or not it's a buyer or seller's market. This means how many homes are for sale versus how many buyers are buying them. And I'm here to tell you guys, it is a seller's market. It's February, almost March, and it's already getting into spring season. And I say that because homes are already starting to sell quickly. There are more buyers than homes out there for sale. So if you have a house you're considering listing and maybe you want to buy new construction, call me. We can talk this through together. So anyways, one thing to keep in mind, if you're looking at sites like Zillow to figure out what your market value is, you might want to get a second opinion. Many times the Zillow value is unrealistic and either much higher than what your house could reasonably sell for or much lower. And yes, they are highly inaccurate. That is why it's called a Zestimate. So they have a way of just pulling an algorithm together and looking at what has recently sold and basically averaging that out. So I recently worked with a seller who thought his home was valued about $45,000 lower than what we determined to be market value. He was basing his value solely on assessed value and what Zillow had his property Zestimate listed at. So since Zillow had never been inside his home, like how do they really know what his house is worth? So anyways, same thing for you. Zillow's never been inside your home. They are generating your value based on neighboring homes that have recently sold. The rest is just data gathered by a computer and ultimately spitting out an average price. Now, I don't know about you guys, but do you want to just be listing your house based off of computerized data and coming up with your price point, your list price there? No, you want to talk to your professionals. You want to talk to people who know the market and can advise you on where to actually list your house at. So how should I figure out what price to list my home out then? You'll want to have a professional tour your home, a professional like me. learn about any updates that you've done and anything else that could increase or decrease the market value of your home before coming up with an accurate list price. You wouldn't want to make the mistake of pricing it way below market value and leaving $50,000 on the table like the seller I mentioned before. So don't do that. Lastly, the assessed value can be used to negotiate the price you want to sell your home for. So your real estate agent can, however, use your assessed value as a negotiating tool when the offer comes in. So when assessed values are looked at in a specific price range and in town or county, an agent can determine what the average assessed to sold percentage is. For example, most homes are selling for 110% of their assessed value. You can share that information during negotiations to establish credibility with the price you're asking. If a house is in poor condition, it would most likely sell under that average, but if your house has updates and is good condition, it could sell for above that average. So that's just one way that you could use your assessed value just as a tool to kind of help figure out where we should be price range. But I will do a market analysis and pull the data and pull really good data for you based off of what is actually selling in the MLS. So things to remember. Always meet with a professional before putting your house on the market. Your home is likely your biggest investment and biggest asset and continue to be used as an investment as you buy your next home and continue to build equity. You want to make sure you're making a smart real estate decision and not leaving any money on your table that shouldn't be left on the table. So thanks for tuning into my talk today. If you want to learn more about what I can do to help you and help you make smart real estate decisions and prepare your home for sale, let's set up a coffee date or maybe a beer date if that's more your thing. I'm cool with that. But it's on me. So yeah, if you want to learn more about how to prep your house for sale and how to get that going, I have my guide free for you. But let's totally get together and let's make this work. So comment below or hop on into my DMs if you'd like a copy and I'll send that right over. Thank you again for tuning in. I'd be interested to know what is your biggest question about the home buying or selling process, and let me know and I'll answer those questions. And then also, do you want to make sure that you get notified whenever I post these videos? Make sure that you're following my business page, like it. On those 3 dots that you see in the top right, tap receive notifications and you'll be notified anytime I post a video of, any kind of content and value. So thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.